Farm Sanctuary is a sanctuary for animals that have come from different situations of abuse and neglect, and they're brought here to the sanctuary to live out the rest of their life with lots of love and attention. And we provide a sanctuary where we have education tours. We're open for tours, and people can come and learn about the animals and see that they're no different than the dogs and cats that you have at home.
We have 3 locations, one in Orland, California, up north. This one here in Acton, we're about 45 minutes outside Los Angeles. And we have one in upstate New York, called in Watkins Glen.
It's kind of like a symbol of what we can do, or at least a good start, I think, of how we can start treating animals that are just sometimes ignored, I think, in the country or the world. And it was really educational, but nice to actually have some almost human moments, if that's a weird way of putting it, with some of the animals. Just getting to pet them and everything. And I think my favorite was the pigs, because they sleep for 18 hours a day.
And that's his dream.
We connected on that level.
His dream to sleep 18 hours.
I love this place. I think what they're doing after going through the tour today, I think that what they're doing is amazing, and that every animal here is going to live out its days, his or her days out in peace and sanctuary and with health care. I think my favorite part was the pig barn, because I never wanted to say big fat pig more in my life than when I was in there. They're huge, they're beautiful, but they're huge. It was a big surprise.
This location, Farm Sanctuary, near Los Angeles, we have approximately 150 animals. It changes month to month depending on what animals we have at that point, but we have a lot of birds, approximately 10 pigs, 3 horses, maybe 15 cattle, maybe 20 sheep and goats, and the rest are birds. Bruno has an amazing story. Bruno was actually, as a baby calf, he actually fell off of a transport truck on the way to slaughter, right here off of the 14 freeway, not too far from the sanctuary. Him and another calf just fell out the back of the truck, and unfortunately the other calf was hit by a car and killed, but Bruno was fortunate enough to survive the accident and was brought to us, where we got him proper vet care and nursed him back to health, and now he gets to live out the rest of his life at this amazing sanctuary.
Julia Pig is in our New York shelter, and she was being severely mistreated, and so we were able to go in and rescue her. She was severely abused. It was pretty evident in looking at her, and they told us that she was really difficult to handle. And when we went in there, she was extremely sweet. She was just terrified, so that was really all. Once she got to know that we weren't going to hurt her, she totally warmed up to humans, and thank goodness we got there when we did, because just a few hours later she gave birth to 16 piglets at our New York farm. So not only were we able to save her life and rescue her, but we were able to ensure that those 16 lives were also never going to have to live in a horrible, cruel way and not be used for food at all. So
leading tours is a great experience for me. I love educating the public and just seeing the reaction on people's face when they get to meet an animal for the first time, whether it's one of our cattle or one of our pigs, and give them a belly rub. And just seeing people make that connection between what they eat and these animals that have unique personalities, are very intelligent, and I like to see people make that connection.
I would just recommend that everybody in the Los Angeles area, or if you live near any of our shelters, just take a day trip up here to visit the farm and get to know the animals. We have tours every Sunday, and you can come bring your family, get to know our animals, and really see what we're about. We are a 3-pronged approach. We provide education about farm animals and living a plant-based diet. We rescue animals, and we also work to change laws and better laws for animals on factory farms. So we really try to help animals with every angle we can, and it's a great place to come spend a Sunday. I highly recommend it.